That wasn't fun for me. I don't care about taking out Ash and Droll and being like, oh, well, the deck is more fair if I take these, like, literally. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be profiling my first place Genesys format, Kewl Tune. If you watch my advanced format profile, you'll see a lot of similarities, including how ratchet it is. But we'll get into the card by card and I'll do the point values. 3 copies of Mix, 0 points. 2 copies of Recco, because I still don't have the third one, 0 points. 2 copies of Q, 5 points each, because I'm still waiting on the third. That takes us to 10. 3 copies of Clip, 5 points each. That takes us to 25. 3 copies of Red Nova. They're all 0 points. Wheel Synchron, 0. 3 copies of Quick Play Spell, also 0. 2 copies of Field Spell, also 0. I had to cut some non-engine from my advanced format list for the point restriction, so I'm on 2 copies of Duelist Genesys to search for the Synchro Overtake and the Quick Play. Synchro Overtake's also 0 points, so we're on 3 of that. Vanadium Reframing is a 0-point Omni, and we can make that in the advanced version of the list, so why not make it in Genesys also? Like I said, the non-engine is where things kind of change a little bit from my advanced constructed list, so I'll get into that. The Veilers are the same. There are 3 of them, and they're 7 points each. Driver's free, but I'm on 3 Delta, 0 Gamma, because Gamma's 15, but Delta's 7, so this is 21 points for the playset, just like Veiler. We have 3 Ogre and 3 Mourner to make Remix with a Tuner 3 in hand if we have to. We also have 3 Bell. I'm pretty sure these are 3 points each, and this is 5 points each. And that's the main. The extra, I only brought 14 cards today because I couldn't find my second checking. So I have 3 Trackmaker, 3 Remix, 3 Red Seal, 3 Loudness War, 1 Amritara to search reframing, and 1 Chenging. You can make this with Wheel Synchron plus Red Seal or Wheel Synchron plus Remix if you get into a weird game state. And it's 0 points. And for the side, it's pretty typical Genesys slop. Like, we have the 3x Dark Ruler. We have 3x Cosmic for Stun and Floodgates. I have 3x DD Crow because I needed another 0-point thing.
One secret, and I don't.
This War Crime is 0 points, so you just side it to go first. Who cares? And then I wanted to still side one of the traps, so I decided to side 2 Skullmeister because I feel like Draco Tail is actually still a thing in Genesys, and you can chain this, and like there's other stuff that you can hit it with. It works in the mirror too for like weird stuff if they have to make a suboptimal track maker. But if you didn't see the combo guide from my original deck profile, I'll just show like really quickly what the deck is trying to do. It all revolves around Q and Red Nova, or Q and Wheel Synchron. These are like the pieces of the deck that you want to get into rotation. So like if you have a 3 and a Red Nova in hand, you use the Q, get the Wheel Synchron. If you don't have access to Red Nova anywhere, you use Q, get Red Nova. If you have access to Recco and Q but not Red Nova, there's an argument to go Wheel Synchron. All of the math in the deck is really straightforward for synchro levels. Like you have 4 for Trackmaker. And obviously, like, when you make a Trackmaker with a Red Nova, that gets you into Recco. Recco gets you into Mix, gets you into whatever line you need to do to get into your Remix to pivot into Red Seal on your opponent's turn. And then, obviously, like, the more straightforward line is, like, Q, bring out the Wheel Synchron. I already have the Red Nova in my hand. I use these 2. I make the Trackmaker. This triggers, brings out the Recco. The Recco gets the Mix. This gets the Field Spell. You use these 2, make Visas Amritara. Visas Amritara gets the Vanadium Counter Trap. And then your extra normal off of the Field Spell, you use the Mix to get back like another Recco. And then you can go Mix plus Recco for Remix. And you still have the Omni plus the tag out for the second Omni when you go into Red Seal on their turn. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's a lot similar to like my advanced profile, but I think that speaks to where Genesys is right now. And I'll probably make a video following up like my experience of literally just like changing out my non-engine from my advanced format list and then coming here to Genesys with a pile of Kewl Tune cards because I don't think that was fun for anybody today. Actively joking because I'm not making another video about Genesys. Well,
Maybe I will make another video about Genesys. But I'll do my tournament report and I'll talk about the format because I didn't do a reaction to the new points list, so I'll just do it all in one video. So starting with the tournament report, round 1 I played against Naturia Runic and lost the die roll, using the Runic cards for mill, using the Naturia cards to make Nat Beast. Game 1, I opened Mourner and it did nothing. I also opened Bell, but I don't know if the Bell really came up because the Nat Beast was kind of just like game ending. I tried to play around it. I had like a normal summon that got stopped. I honestly can't remember what hand trap was used. This is kind of cringe. Ultimately, I tried to play through the board without using spell cards. It did not work. I had field spell in hand. I tried to activate it. The activation was negated. Shocker. I scooped game 1. And games 2 and 3 I was able to win through a combination of side decking and grind game. In game 3, Dark Ruler No More came up into the Sunflower Camellia setup, and in game 2 I chose to go first, and the board that you present combined with the grind game that you have is pretty good for Genesys. Like, I feel like all of the Kewl Tune cards are undercosted, and I'll get into that when I talk about the format, but game 2 is pretty straightforward. I almost lost to a Nibiru because I like tried to flex. Round 2 I played against Subterror, and I felt like the matchup was just hard for the Subterror player because the Kewl Tune material effects, specifically of Recco and Mix, interact really well in resolution steps of like really predictable lines in that deck, like activate and resolve Hidden City and then normal set a monster from my hand. Like, okay, I just blow up both of those things. There was a situation where I blind popped into an Archer and it kind of created a weird situation, and Umastrix presented a problem because, again, a normal summon got stopped, but I think that was mostly a result of like Purge being okay against the deck and not Subterror being strong in Genesys, unfortunately, because I like that deck. And round 3 I played against Sword Soul, and that was a fun game, but like when you see 2 synchro decks that have completely different restrictions on the points list, like, I don't know, dude, it's fine. Like, it was just completely different power levels on the decks, and it was unfortunate. It was like really blunt and in your face. And I guess this is where I'll pivot to like a quick take on the format, because I just want to like point out Sword Soul Emergence is 10 points and it's a normal spell, and Kewl Tune Synchro is 0 points and it's a quick play spell, and Changing is 33 points and it's a face-up monster negate. Yeah, it searches, but like it's a face-up monster negate. And Red Seal is 0 points and it negates any card. Like those are just parallels that were really evident from our match alone, but like if you look at the Genesys list, you'll see all of these disparities just spelled out in front of you. Like certain decks are arbitrarily a lot of points because they've been good historically, and I understand that rationale because they don't want to recreate advanced format nightmares, because every time they do a points update, yeah, that's like a resource allocation in terms of time spent in R&D, but like the players are suffering because of it. Like everybody at my Genesys local today was kind of miserable. Nobody was like, oh, I'm so thrilled, like I'm so excited to try this fun and goofy deck that's like Genesys viable. I feel like it was more of an obligation than it was an enthusiasm thing. And I look at that as like a player in my community and I'm like, should we just stop running Genesys? Like, should I talk to the owner of the store and tell her that we shouldn't play Genesys format anymore because people don't look forward to it and it's a burden? Because when I built my deck today, and I'll be so real, like I wanted to profile a different deck for you guys for Genesys format. I didn't want to do 2 Kewl Tune deck profiles in a row. I get that there's some appeal to that because it's new, but frankly, I wanted to just show something else. But I was going through the decks that I might play for Genesys format, and I'm like, why don't I just play Kewl Tune even though I'm missing the Q and the Recco? Like, and I know they said they wanted new decks to have a chance and they didn't want to come in pre-hit, but like, if it's just like Radiant Typhoon, Kewl Tune, Art Mage, I'm gonna be bored. Like, I'm not gonna want to play Genesys format. I didn't like taking apart my advanced format Kewl Tune list and saying, okay, now I can afford 100 points worth of non-int. Like, that wasn't fun for me. I don't care about taking out Ash and Droll and being like, oh, well, the deck is more fair if I take these. Like, literally, if you compare the, I'm sorry for going crazy, if you compare the advanced list and the Genesys list that I showed you a week ago today and today, what are the differences, guys? It just plays less enjoyable Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you're bricking on bad non-engine. Like I said, I don't think Ghost Mourner did anything all day, but I still played it because I can only play 100 points. And I'll rein it in and finish this up because I could literally talk just forever. But it is laughable to me that there's any world where like, okay, yeah, I'm actively spending 75 of my 100 points on a playset of Droll. That's so, like, that's so infuriating. I don't, I'm sorry. Like, I don't even want to be mean about it, but it's just not reasonable. Like, I played 5 Kewl Tune cards that are all 5 points each, and the deck should be hit way harder than that, and I want to play 3 copies of Droll, and that's all of my points. 5 Kewl Tune cards and 3 copies of Droll. I have other things to do with my night than complain about Genesys format, but thank you so much for watching, and if you have any comments, let me know down below. Please remember to like and subscribe so you can support the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow for another deck profile because I'm going to another locals.